The main reason that we want a healthy immigrant population and immigration system to make sure that one, we have more labor capacity and also that we have more consumption. You said that those two elements are necessary for the preservation of capitalism and trade.
Not just capitalism and fascism and socialism, and all the isms that we understand right now require consumption and production in some sort of balance and some sort of regulation by the government. But yes, if you want to limit the economic transformation, and economic transformations on that level are very disruptive, they shatter the entire political class as a starting point, then yes, you want to keep your population relatively young and relatively productive and have a relatively high consumption base, specifically for capitalism. If we're going to move away from that, if we're going to say lower birth rates are okay and we're going to close the door, then we're going to start aging to a system that's more like China or Germany today, where the only way that they can function is to dump huge volumes of product on the market. Because people under 45 do most of the consumption, people over 45 do most of the savings. And if you shift from a young base system to an older base system, now you've got a more productive workforce, but you no longer have the consumption pace. And in order to avoid social upheaval, the product has to go somewhere. That's part of the problem the Chinese are facing today. So, you basically get to pick your poison. Since the United States historically has been pretty good at assimilating immigrants, we've always found it easier to just maintain a younger population and keep the doors relatively open.